seeing us? We've got our technicians in, the tech team's here.
All right.
Now I think we are live after 36 seconds of just probably seeing us. I don't know what everyone's been looking at. Like I was saying, our very first time going live.
Can you tell?
And I don't think so. I think that was seamless. I think that was a beautiful way to introduce ourselves to the community and the channel. And with that, my name is Ash.
I'm Bona.
And we are two of the co-founders of Capsho. We really just wanted to come in here on a beautiful, bright, sunny Saturday, go live with you because both Bona and I, we were recording some training earlier in the week and we were really, I think Bona will kind of tell you what the feature is, but we were kind of getting all of this great training material ready for our community.
Yes.
And then we were just like, I think we have to share this immediately.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't live just buried away in the knowledge base.
With the broader world, I think the broader world deserves to know about our most recent feature, which is video identification and clipping.
Because it's so exciting.
It
was for the longest time, like we were identifying it in the old version, but we couldn't do the clipping. So people were like, please do it. Like This is what we want to see. And now it is here. And so we want to share it.
Exciting. All right. So basically we'll just flick over to a quick little bit overview of Capsho and then we'll be back.
Let's do it. Yeah, my lips were moving there. No one was hearing a word I was saying. Again, we'll crack the code on this 100%. By the time we finish this one up, we'll be absolute pros, if not semi-pros. So, that always gets me pumped.
It does.
That is a tune for sure. Now, as I said, we did this training a couple of days ago. Mm-hmm. And really, what was really cool is that Deej has been talking about this whole live unlive method. And that's what really gave us the impetus to just jump on and get on here and do this because we've done this. We're gonna take you through it. The tech team has come in again. Yep. We've given the thumbs up. We are indeed live and you can hear us. We are going to take you through the training. We're going to show you what we did and then come back and answer any questions and give you a bit more of a breakdown. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We are going to break down and show everybody how Capsho now can get you your short reels, your YouTube shorts. The video clipping is in Capsho. Like, so exciting.
Get excited. I know. We've been talking about this forever and it's finally here.
People have been heavily requested feature.
That is true. Most requested of all time.
It is. I remember that one. The most requested feature is coming soon and now it is here and we are going to take you through it and show you how you can get your juicy highlights, those sound bites, straight out of Capsho.
All right, so I'm going to share my screen here and see what we've got. So I tried something a little bit different here. I've not uploaded anything like our podcast episodes or our YouTube videos, which are a little bit more planned content. And I'd likely to have some pretty good sound bites.
Yeah,
I would say.
So you're like, look, that's too easy.
Too easy.
Too easy. Let's try something a little bit harder.
Yes.
A little bit left of center.
Exactly. Just to really show how not just our clipping, but our clip identification works. Nice. So what I've uploaded is actually a meeting that DJ and I had with our awesome friend and fellow entrepreneur, Jenna Larson. CEO and founder of Group Track. And it was just a meeting that we had. It was mainly a planning meeting, to be honest. And part of the conversation got into a really great, conversation that Deidre and Jenna had in the latter part of the meeting, where Jenna was telling us about, some recent struggles that she'd had and some setbacks that I was like, wow, this is like amazing content for an event that we were hosting around that. So I was like, that'd be interesting to see how Capsho's clipping tool does with that, to identify, to your point, the really juicy bits and sort of ignore the boring stuff that you wouldn't really put out there as clips.
Yeah. So like normally on a podcast episode, you get your guest on and really you're teasing out those kind of their story and getting into it. And that almost transpired at the back end of this meeting.
Yeah.
So we went in, it was just going to be a regular run-of-the-mill meeting, and then it turned into a mini podcast episode in a way.
Absolutely.
And that's all housed in meeting with Jenna.
Yes. So, and it wasn't a short meeting either. It was almost an hour. So all you have to do, so let's see what Capsho creates. So to get into the clips, you want to go ahead and click on Create New Asset and click on Video Clip. As you can see, we're still in beta at the moment. So, things will take a little while. All right. So basically the first thing you'll see when you get into Capsho's clipping tool is on the left here, you'll see the entire transcription. So this is where I was like, this is pretty cool because this is the transcript of the entire conversation. As you can see here, Capsho hasn't just sporadically gone in and picked clips. The highlights that it's picked here, as you can see, 9 of them, have actually all been at the bottom, which was, like I was telling you, towards the end of the meeting there where Deidre and Jenna had a really, really great conversation. So that's where it's focused its efforts and found the juiciest bits from. It's not just doing it randomly and sporadically.
Right. So if we look at that, what does that timestamp say? My eyes are bare. That looks about like 30 odd minutes.
30 minutes in, yep, exactly.
So it has ignored the first half an hour of the episode, said, well, not even the episode of the meeting.
Yep.
And just gone, and which I think you were part of, weren't you, Bona? So it just went, look, nothing.
Yeah, I definitely did not add anything juicy to that conversation, but I had left the meeting by this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so this was now just Deidre and Jenna.
Exactly.
And
as you can see here, it's really kind of picked the juiciest bits. Like, it really doesn't kind of, it kind of just, even as Jenna's speaking, this is all Jenna, it's gone in and said, well, what are the parts where she does actually, it's a bit of a cliffhanger feel to it. Like, I just got a message from someone who praises, a little bit over 10K. And it's like, oh, that really drags people in, right? And some of these bits are Deidre asking questions of Jenna, and it hasn't picked those ones.
Which is that kind of classic, again, just a guest interview style where you're just, again, helping to lead the conversation on.
Yes.
Probably doesn't add a ton, and you're not going to want to put that out. You want to focus on, your guests, their expertise. And it seems like it's done a great job here.
Exactly.
In this kind of, quasi-podcast meeting episode.
Which is not the standard use case, but I think this is such a brilliant way to show what the difference
100%.
is and how much effort. I know you put a lot in to actually do this highlight identification. So it's great to see it, kind of reflected back in this way. But yeah, so Capsho will do the hard work for you. You obviously can see where it's picked the highlights from, but it'll be shortlisted for you here that you can kind of quickly watch and play along here as well. You will be able to read them. You'll be able to, if you don't like them, you can absolutely just go ahead and say, well, not that one. Everything else is great, but I want to highlight that one. So your shortlist is lower. You can also, if there is something that Capsho did miss that you thought, still would be good, you can also go ahead and obviously, add your own highlight there as well.
And that's just as simple as like a right click there.
Yep. Of course, it never works when I'm trying to do it.
It's a Mac. I mean, I'd be all over it. Okay, so you just add that to highlight.
There's no room for Mac hate on this channel.
And then it will now show it in green, and now you can see that's been added to your highlights.
Yep. And look, I am there, so I've gone ahead and picked a time when I was available. That was definitely not intentional. But you can also turn these into portrait. Let's go with this one. Portrait ones as well. So, if you want to do Reels, TikToks, and YouTube Shorts as well.
Perfect.
Yeah. So a common question we get...
So in that case, again, Deidre's going, look, I'm on screen here, but really Jenna is talking.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to just be putting that out on YouTube and just having people just watch me just have to, Yeah, exactly. I always go like that. What are your base saying on a meeting? Like, I mean, I'm don't have a podcast, not doing that, but it's always that case of like needing to look interested because you never know when someone's going to freeze frame and put you up.
And I just put you up.
Bona's just done it.
But lucky you're ready because you're very interested in this topic.
Oh, of course.
But back to Jenna. So yeah, one of the questions you're right, we do have is around, this is perfect for that, where you really just want to showcase your guest, the person who's talking. We believe in the one idea, one clip. I speak for you, but I think that's the Capsho philosophy, right?
100%.
Yeah. So that,
How many ideas could I get in one clip? It just seems like too many. Let's just...
Exactly.
It'd take too long, and I think that's what we're going to get with this. It's just like that one idea, one clip is great because it's just like, let's get something out the door fast. You can put it out there, test, see what works, because we're all producing so much content. I was thinking, in a way, you're putting out great content, but in a little way, it's kind of disposable. Don't dwell on it too much, what you're doing, because you're going to be putting something out pretty soon after it.
Yep.
And the people will be consuming that and forgetting about the one before.
Exactly. Exactly. And the stuff that does really well will stay evergreen, but that's because
it'll continue to
get
really
well.
Yeah. The algorithm will continue to show it, right?
We'll take care of that. Exactly. So there isn't a ton of, super advanced editing that you can do. But again, like we said, this is works really well for clips you don't want to overproduce, spend a ton of time on, volume out there to test your messaging in a really, really efficient way. And obviously in a form that still does look really good and is fit for purpose as well. For the platform. So basically when you're ready to to take a look at your clip, you just want to highlight which ones you're ready to download. You'll just pick those and click on download. And then what that will do is that will actually create assets for you. And inside of your asset dashboard, you can go in there and it'll show it as a clip, as a video clip. All right, so your video clips will take a couple of minutes to generate, and then you want to go ahead and take a quick look. Obviously, it will have the video itself as the clip that you actually picked. You have the little hamburger menu here with more options, and you just want to click on that and download to get a version of that ready to go. But we also take care of your captions for you. So you just want to go ahead and click on this purple button that says Generate Video Caption, and you will get 3 options to help you finish posting this short form video as well. Now, at the moment, these are optimized for YouTube Shorts.
Yes.
So that's a really great starting point, but we will have Instagram, Facebook Reel specific and TikTok specific captions coming soon as well.
Coming very soon.
Yeah. And as always, you want to go ahead and make sure you make edits to the captions. They won't be perfect. And like with everything, you want to go ahead and make those edits. And don't forget to mark as complete to let Capsho know that this is how you like to write your captions. And then you're good to go.
Again, Bona, you've got to be quicker on that unmute. And we're back.
I know, we are back. How good was that?
I think that was the most seamless thing that we've done so far. That transition was
fingers crossed,
elite.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So that was our clipping feature. Now it is very simple and by design, because we really, really want everyone to just focus on the most important thing, which is to get really, really quality clips in terms of the message, not necessarily the production value, because you could spend hours kind of producing a clip, but really in terms of the message, getting the most out of just the quickest way that you can get those clips out in the hands and in the eyes and ears of people that actually matter, which is your audience.
Yeah.
So that's what the tool is designed to do, and I think it's going to do a pretty good job of that.
It's simple enough that I can do it. Like, I'm not a big social media person, and I think when you're looking at these kind of like little short 20, 30-second clips, they are essentially... I think of them, in a way, they are disposable, right? Like, they're going to do a lot for you, but because you're putting so much out there and you want to do that, you don't want to spend too much time, because you imagine, I was like, spend an hour perfecting it all for only 30 seconds, do all the fancy editing, and then it doesn't hit. Do you really want to go back and do that the next time? Look at something like this, give me 3 great clips, put them out, see what works, apply that to the next upload. So
do it again,
built idiot-proof for Ash.
Love it. And Katie has been saying in the comments that she's been loving the video editing feature. Amazing. Oh, you've already got hundreds of views. That's amazing. Exactly. And that's the point, is just a really, really great, simple way to do organic testing for your message. Now, for those of you who do want to try this out with Capsho, it's super easy. We have a free 14-day trial. Video clipping is part of it. So all you have to do is head over to www.capsho.com, go ahead and sign up for a free trial, and it's as easy as that.
Yeah. And, I mean, if you're loving what Bona and I are doing today, we've had a lot of fun going live on live.
Yes.
Did you say live on live, or is it just going on live?
I think it's just going on. The unlive method incorporates kind of the best of the live, but also not putting a ton of pressure on the whole thing being live.
Yeah, because imagine if we were live the whole time. Just if you didn't get the goodness in the middle and you had to deal with this the whole time. I mean, Katie would have turned off.
Exactly.
She hung out with us. But yeah, where can people find out a bit more about that?
Yeah, so Deidre has done some awesome training on the Unlive method inside of our Facebook group. So there will be a link, and then just in the description here, just go ahead and join, and we'll tag you on the training on exactly how you can incorporate the Unlive method in your workflow as well.
And I think as well, if any Capshovians are watching this, I guess now or later, and same with anyone who's doing the Ecamm Live kind of challenge with us, the 21-day content habit challenge. I know some questions kind of came up when Deidre kind of was going through the training around, again, it's maybe people want to be that perfection or like what's the challenge about when do I record and how it all works. And you can kind of see this is what it looks like. Just get going with it. Even though we fumbled around, Bona and I, again, our first time going live and then deciding to go unlive with it.
Yes.
But it was a lot of fun, and I go next time it will be easier, it will be better.
Absolutely.
We've just got to keep putting ourselves out there. So take our lead, get out there, Capshovians. I think that's about a wrap. And then actually, if anyone noticed it, and this was not by design, the navy blue. Now, obviously, we planned it for today because we thought you don't need to, because we were telling our people as well, you don't have to worry about your color of your hair or what you're wearing. But the other day, we matched up with the navy blue. That was not by design. And we thought, hey, let's do it.
Yep, our wardrobe, if nothing else, our wardrobe is on point.
Yeah. And I mean, behind the scenes, at one point we thought we were coming back earlier because we were wearing the same thing and we thought we were back on screen. So that's a little behind the scenes for everyone. But I'm going to say thank you for joining us on a beautiful Saturday. This has been a ton of fun. I hope you got a bunch out of that around how to use our video clipping feature. Download the trial and see ya.
Bye.